Plaguing the royal wedding and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's big day, just 3 days until they say I do, if you can believe it.
There's just so much going on. And I mean, personally, what I kind of love about it, I mean, obviously we don't wish anyone poorly, but the family drama makes this so relatable.
I know, right?
Doesn't it?
You've never seen it play out like this? Not at William and Kate's wedding, I'll tell you that. But
No.
like I mentioned, you guys, we have everything you need to know and the latest developments. Let's give you a quick recap, though, on what's been going on this week. It all started on Monday. You know, Meghan's father told TMZ that he was pulling out of the royal wedding because he had a heart attack a week ago. And also, he didn't want to embarrass Meghan and the royal family following a story that basically broke where he staged paparazzi photos.
Yeah.
Right.
What a scandal that was.
It really was.
Now, so much has changed already since then. A source told ET at the time that Meghan was, quote, devastated when she heard that her father was not planning on coming to the wedding anymore, and she did reach out to him in the 11th hour. Now, on Tuesday, Thomas had reportedly changed his mind and was planning on trying to attend the wedding and walk his daughter down the aisle. But he told TMZ that he's having heart surgery today, that's Wednesday, which would presumably keep him from getting to London by Saturday. A source also tells ET that Meghan and Harry are doing everything just to focus on their love for each other during this time. Our source adds that Harry is, quote, very protective of Meghan and is hurt and angered by all the attention and the way that her family is being portrayed in the media.
Can you blame him? I mean, for years as a kid, he saw his mother, Princess Diana, deal with aggressive photographers up until the time she died, you know? So I can only imagine how he's feeling right now. I bet he has a lot he wants to say, but is trying to keep it together for the sake of Meghan and her family, and of course, to keep this special moment sacred.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sure this really hits home for him.
Absolutely.
Another source tells ET that, quote, Meghan and Harry have mixed emotions right now between their concern for Meghan's dad and the exciting start of their life together.
That's what I feel for them, because 3 days until they're supposed to walk down that aisle, all of this is playing out in front of the media. So I can only imagine, you know, that she has a huge support system around her. And in fact, we've learned that she has the support in two forms. One, of course, her mother, Doria, who traveled from Los Angeles to be with her in London, and also her best friend, Jessica Mulrooney, who we spotted at Heathrow Airport this morning with her family. So she's surrounded by a lot of love, and that's all you can do, right, at this point?
I think it's a lot of drama, but it's a lot of happiness, too.
It's a big wedding. It's a big wedding. So hopefully they're keeping her calm. And she's sipping on a little champagne, relaxing a little bit. But as we mentioned, you know, for Harry, this really does open a wound, having to, you know, obviously having to see his mother deal with paparazzi over the years. I wonder what she would be thinking about all this if she was here.
Gosh,
I can only
I
imagine,
know.
right? Well, you know, you guys, obviously we have learned that Meghan and Harry do plan to pay tribute to Princess Di during the royal wedding. In fact, we're going to toss it over to Lauren Zima, who's got a hint about what tribute that actually is in the form of diamonds. We've heard some hints about what tiara Meghan Markle will wear on her big day. Lauren?
Meghan Markle already has her beautiful engagement ring from Prince Harry, but there's still plenty of wonder about Markle's other sparkles, including people trying to figure out which priceless tiara she'll wear on the big royal wedding day. So we are here at House of Gerard in London, longtime jeweler to the royal family. We've got a private appointment to talk tiaras and just stare at some diamonds. House of Gerard has been in London for centuries. They made none other than Princess Diana's iconic engagement ring.
Prince Charles kind of worked with Gerard to create, you know, it's a very classic ring, but to create the classic ring that he wanted. So he picked the stone, the main stone, which is the sapphire.
They've also made tiaras for the royal family, including the Cambridge Lover's Knot, worn by Diana and Kate Middleton. But the family has many crowns, so which one will Meghan don?
It appears, and I'm only speculating a bit here, that there's sort of also a tradition of the Queen giving this gift of a tiara, of something from her collection. So maybe that's a really nice, from the mother-in-law kind of thing.
A lot of people have wondered if we might see her wear the Spencer tiara, which has not been worn since Princess Diana's death.
Well, that one would probably be up there on the odds, I would say. But I'd say it's probably a contender, and I think people would embrace that and be enthusiastic about it and the story, because, you know, all these things are really about stories. Stories that pieces of jewellery just collect. They become sort of icons of style. We talk about Meghan, so, and she's worn some sort of dainty but some more edgy pieces in the past. I'd like to see that carry on.
I like to see that too, actually, but we'll have to wait until Saturday to see what tiara Meghan does walk down the aisle in. But of course, there's already so much speculation over who she'll wear on the big day. And for that and more, we've got our ET senior style editor, Marissa Runyon.
Hi. Hello.
I mean, I think we brought up the dress every day.
Yes. We keep talking about it,
Of course, and it's such a secretive thing, but you have a couple of hints and some ideas of who she might decide to wear.
So the fashion world's obviously obsessed with this, as am I. And Women's Wear Daily actually has been tapping designers to design some sketches. If they could design a dress for Meghan Markle, what would it be? So we've seen some from Tommy Hilfiger, which is amazing, Antonio Maras, and French designer Alexis Mabel. And I saw this photo, I'm sure you guys all saw it, of Meghan Markle's mother on her way to London, and she is holding a garment bag, and it is a Burberry garment bag.
Oh.
So
that could be a clue.
That could be a clue. Maybe Burberry's dressing the entire family. It's Christopher Bailey's last season after 17 years at Burberry, so this could be his swan song. He could be designing the royal wedding gown.
What a swan song that
I
would
know,
be.
right?
Right?
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh,
It'd be amazing.
I was wondering if she was going to go with an American designer, because you know she is American, but I could see her wanting to pay tribute to the monarchy and of course the UK in general. So I can't wait to see what she's going to wear. I hope it's as dramatic as I imagined in my head.
It
you know,
needs to be.
It has to be,
this
right?
This is the only occasion for a complete drama is a royal wedding.
All eyes are on her,
yeah.
so I imagine she'll make a splash.
Sorry, I don't
Yeah,
mean to
that's
interrupt
okay.
you. Do you think that she'll go edgy or trendy at all with her look?
You know, she has more leeway to do that because directly she's not going to be queen one day, theoretically. So I think she'll have to stick with tradition, but there should be, and I'm hoping there'll be a little modern touch of something a little more fashion forward from her.
You're not the only one who feels that way. In fact, ET has spoken to a lot of designers leading up to the royal wedding about what Meghan will wear. Here's what they think and are predicting and hoping to see her rock on the big day. Take a look.
I have a feeling we'll see something, you know, a little bit modern. I don't think it's going to be a traditional Infanta kind of old school bridal gown. But I have a feeling whatever it is, she's going to look remarkable.
I also would understand if she chooses to go British. But would it make me happy to see her an American? Yes.
For a first-time bride, you can wear pure white, but given the fact that Meghan is marrying for the second time, she can wear pearl, but she can't wear white.
It's once in a lifetime. The whole world is watching. You need to have a statement. You can't just go with a little dress. The whole world is watching. They want to see more. They want to see some length.
I think she will definitely kind of push the envelope, but I think she'll be definitely respectful to the royal family and, you know, to the UK in general. So I think nothing will be too exposed. I think she might go a little more form-fitted. She'll still need the grandness of something, you know, big embellished sleeves or a big flounce or something for the magnitude of the cathedral. But I think she's going to go a little, you know, sexier, not an obvious way.
You know, Mark Zudino also told us that he thinks Meghan will redefine what it means to be a princess, and I don't think he's wrong there.
Wow.
So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, right?
I think he's spot on. Now, what do you think about the white versus cream debate there?
I kind of cringed when she said that because it's the royal wedding. You know, we all know she's been married before. I'm one for tradition, but it's shades of a color.
Absolutely.
She's going to wear white. It's not like she's going to show up in a pink bridal gown.
And to people who don't know, like for myself, I think it's still white. Like, you know what I mean?
White
If it's
is
off
white.
white,
I
it's
can't
pearl,
really
it
tell
looks
the
like white, right? Yeah, I can't tell the difference. So, of course, that's the predictions and of what Meghan will wear on the big day for her wedding gown. We also have a full bridal makeup tutorial up on ET's Facebook and YouTube channel, part of Spilling the Royal Tea, who gave us a tutorial on Meghan's bridal makeup, what they would like to see her rock, you know, makeup-wise for the big day. But you know what? It's not just her. It's not just Meghan who has to dress up. It's the guests. It's the bridesmaids. It's the party. You actually have the scoop on like the rules of what to wear to a royal wedding.
And there are rules.
And there's
just like there's rules when we go to a wedding based on the venue and the grandness of a ceremony. There's a lot of royal wedding rules.
What's the first one?
The very first one. So for men, on the wedding invitation itself, it says that men can wear and have to wear either a uniform, a morning coat, or lounge. So I'll define those for you really quick.
I was going to ask, what is a morning coat?
I had to look some of this up as well. So the uniform, very clear. Any members of the royal family, they attend the wedding in their most formal uniform. and a morning coat. So a morning coat is what we see in the United States as men wearing to a daytime wedding. So it's the coat with tails, a waistcoat, usually striped trousers. Okay. David Beckham, actually, that's what he wore to
Will and Kate's
right. wedding. So if you want to look up those photos. And then a lounge. Oh, there we go. And a lounge is just a suit.
Okay.
It's just a very fancy way of saying a suit.
Right.
Really?
So, yes.
Okay.
So in other words, I would be denied at the door if I showed up looking like this to the royal wedding. I need my lounge.
You need to wear your lounge suit.
I need my coattails. Noted for Saturday. Don't worry. I'm going to crash that thing from afar. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So
What
that's
do you
for the
think
gentlemen.
they do if
That's
you
for the
show up
gentlemen.
dressed inappropriately?
I bet they wouldn't allow you into the church.
Yeah, they have security there that's just eyeing the wardrobe, you think?
I bet. And it must be also a way to keep out people who weren't invited.
True.
I mean,
That's
I'm
true.
assuming you have to show some sort of credentials to get into that building.
I just imagine Anna Wintour standing at the doors. Yes, no, yes, no.
Just shaking her head.
Exactly. I love it. So that's for the gentlemen. What about the ladies?
So the ladies. So very, very general rules of being polite and conservative. You're in a church, you're in one of the most formal events you'll probably ever attend. So women must cover their shoulders. So any dress that a lady chooses should err on the side of being more conservative. And you'll see many women cover their shoulders, usually cover most of their arms, at least down to the elbow. So I think, that's a pretty standard rule when attending weddings in most churches or temples or places of worship.
Are there any rules about hemline?
Yes, so hemline should also be conservative and possibly down to the knee. And that's not a hard and fast rule. I don't think it's written anywhere. But if you look around at what people wore to Will and Kate's wedding, you'll see all the women were really dressed conservatively and elegantly.
So no mini dresses, no,
No
party
mini
dresses.
dresses.
Keep the
No.
LBD at home.
Exactly.
No scuba tight fit.
no bandaged fit dresses. No, not here.
Darn.
Yeah, noted. Yeah.
And then lastly, obviously, white and cream and any color within that white vicinity is solely reserved for the bridal party. So you may remember Pippa Middleton. She wore white to Will and Kate's wedding, but again, she's a member of the bridal party, and that's a very old-fashioned tradition that the bridal party would also wear white.
Right. As far as accessories, I mean, the big one, of course, is the
Hats!
the
Oh my gosh,
right?
we skipped hats.
No, we can't.
That's
I mean,
the most important thing of this whole occasion.
in fact, we have a couple here. I mean, these are fascinators.
These
right?
are fascinators.
Okay.
The interesting thing about these is technically this would not be allowed at the royal wedding because it's not enough of a hat.
Oh, so these are too small.
This is not allowed?
Actually,
The
it's
weight-
a little small, but
Right.
most of the time they would have a hat at the base of it and then have that flourish on top.
feel so
That's
fancy.
so
You look
cute on
great.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, so
That's
you're
super cute.
you're getting in, but you might need to like make it a little bit bigger, apparently. Yeah.
So there's a couple rules, and Lauren Zima actually interviewed
That's right.
Milner Louise Green about
Green.
this.
That's right.
So a hat can't be too large because you'll block people's view of the ceremony, and it also can't be too small. It can't simply be a headband with
Should
the
I
feather
try
on
it?
it.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
I
have.
feel like
yes,
I should try
please.
it too, right?
There
I
you
mean,
go.
There we
you
go.
got
See,
it.
you're ready. You're ready for Saturday.
I'm not sure I can pull it off, y'all.
It's
Not sure I
working.
can pull it off. But you know what? When in Rome, or in this case, the UK. I love it.
It's great.
That
So, yes.
interview with Louise Green was really fun. In fact, shout out to Louise. She made some hats for Lauren for the trip.
She did.
Yeah,
I know.
for the
I
royal
can't wait
wedding.
to
So
see those.
if you guys want to see that segment, that's also up on ET's YouTube channel and Facebook page as well. But so fun. Well, no matter what, it's going to be such a regal affair, and people are going to be dressed to the nines. I can't wait to see everybody's fashions, what they pick, who they wear.
I mean, I think that's what most people are really looking forward to.
Right.
Aside,
Yes.
obviously, everyone wants to see Meghan's dress,
Right.
but in
The
general,
parade
it's
of hats. I'm looking forward to the parade of hats.
Listen, it starts here, folks. It starts here. Well, Marissa, thank you so much for
Thank
all that
you.
tea on the fashions. You guys, we're 3 days away from the royal wedding, which means we have 3 more days of Daily Denny Live, actually. There's so much more to report, you guys, so stick around tomorrow. We're going to show you how to throw a regal viewing party for the royal wedding. Yeah, you guys don't want to miss that.
I'm
make
so
sure
excited.
Exactly. Make sure
Yeah.
you're subscribed to ET's YouTube channel and following us here on Facebook. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you here tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.